You know, some songs are just, they're bigger than music. And Teddy Afro's Dust Towel and Saw is absolutely one of those. It's really more like a piece of national poetry, capturing a kind of collective heartbreak. In a country with such a long, complex history, where identity and unity are always on people's minds, this song became a true anthem. It's a lament, it's a critique, and ultimately it's a desperate call for something better. So today, we're going to dive into the incredibly powerful lyrics that have moved so many people and try to get to the heart of its message.
Right from the start, the song hits you with this raw, almost confrontational question. What greater sorrow can there be? This isn't just a lyric, right? It's like the entire emotional core of the song is packed into that one line. It immediately sets this tone of just profound grief and invites all of us to feel the weight of a nation's pain.
And what's interesting is, this song doesn't kick off with anger or some loud protest. No. Instead, it just pulls you into this deep, collective feeling of sorrow and frustration. It's the sense that something is fundamentally broken, and maybe the mourning will never really end.
And that sorrow leads to this feeling of being completely stuck. The lyrics just paint this picture of, endlessly waiting for a change that just never seems to show up. It's like being caught in this painful national limbo.
And then comes this really powerful, almost painful confession, saying, "It's not time yet. I deceived myself." It's this deeply personal admission of clinging to a false hope, a feeling that just scales up and becomes a collective experience of stagnation while the suffering just keeps going on.
So after setting this scene of deep sadness, the song kind of pivots. It starts to dig into the why. What's the root cause of all this pain? And it points to the deep, historical scars of division that have fractured the nation.
What the lyrics lay out is this just heartbreaking contrast. On one hand, you have the ideal, this dream of one nation, one people. But then you're hit with the painful reality, captured in the phrase, "a country divided." And that gap, that space between the dream and what's real, that's the source of all the pain in this song.
Man, this next line, it might just be one of the most gut-wrenching lines in the whole song. To be made an outsider in the land where I was raised, it speaks to this profound feeling of alienation, of losing your sense of belonging in the one place you're supposed to call home. This shows the division isn't some abstract idea. It's a deep, personal wound.
Okay, so now the song brings in its biggest, most powerful symbol, the national flag. And in these lyrics, the flag is so much more than just a piece of cloth. It becomes this vessel, holding all the pride, all the pain, the history, and the conflict of the nation, all in one. And that leads to this real moment of crisis in the song, all wrapped up in a single question.